Welcome to my channel. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John. In today's episode of Versus, I will be putting Accept's Balls to the Wall up against the Scorpions' Love at First Sting. Now, if you're a US resident and you would like to purchase either of these albums through Amazon, please click on the affiliate link below. My channel receives a small commission at no extra cost to you. So Accept and the Scorpions are two of the most well-known German heavy metal bands. They've both been around for a very long time. The Scorpions were formed in 1965 and Accept was formed in 1976. The two albums I will be talking about are probably their most well-known and most popular albums. Both came out within 3 months of each other. Balls to the Wall was released in late 1983. And Love at First Sting came out in early 1984. So both albums have some of the band's most popular songs. We have the tracks like Balls to the Wall, Love Child, London Leather Boys, and with the Scorpions we have Rock You Like a Hurricane. You know, we all love that one. Big City Nights, that's another one, and Still Loving You. This is one of their most iconic power ballads. I'm going to start with Balls to the Wall. So this album is considered to be, it's a heavy metal masterpiece. The intro riff to the title track, it's super memorable and it has this guitar tone. It's just very unique, like you never forget the tone. Now, I mean, that riff, I would even say it's almost as iconic as like Smoke on the Water. Another track, London Leather Boys. Now this is a sound, it's almost like Judas Priest, you know, it's super heavy. And it's really been a big inspiration for like the late 80s hair metal scene. We got Fight It Back. You know, this is an opening riff. You know, this is really amazing. The riff sounds like it could have been played like by like Eddie Van Halen. The song is very like fast-paced and melodic. We have Love Child, another classic heavy metal riff. And Love Child, I'm pretty sure, has been an inspiration for many like 80s heavy metal bands. And to end off the album, we have Winter Dreams. So this is the album's power ballad. Has a very memorable bass line, and Udo's vocal delivery is like very melodic. You know, Udo, he has more of like a raspy, you know, vocal style, almost like Brian Johnson of AC/DC. But the vocal style here is very more clean, it's melodic, and this is really the perfect song to close out the album. Okay, next up is Love at First Sting. This is a heavy metal album, but this one is a lot more polished. It's a lot more melodic. You know, Balls to the Wall, it's a little more raw, a little more gritty, you know, heavier. But Love at First Sting, this kicks off with Bad Boys Running Wild. It's just a mid-tempo rocker, really great song. It has some like Van Halen-esque like guitar playing on it. Rock You Like a Hurricane, I mean, we all know that song. It has that like iconic riff. This is the riff that like everybody like goes to when they want to like learn how to play the guitar. Just these like power chords, and it's an awesome riff, awesome song. We have I'm Leaving You. So this is more of a classic metal song. It has like really kind of a heavy riff. Has some clean and we have a clean and distorted guitars in the verse section. It's a really great song. Another one of their most popular songs is Big City Nights. This is a very iconic song, and it has that sound, and you know that sound has been used like as an inspiration for like many like metal bands in the 80s. And the last track is Still Loving You. The band's most popular ballad, other than maybe like Winds of Change. And it has that style of like the power ballad style, like clean verse, heavy chorus. And we've heard that like so many times, like throughout the 80s, early 90s. A lot of these like power ballads really like rose to the top of the charts, and you know, in the early 80s and 90s. And this is one of those songs that like when you go to the concert, you know, people used to like hold their lighters up. Now people have cell phones, but you know, this is just one of those like iconic songs that everybody goes crazy over. So what is the better album? Now, most classic rock fans would probably go for like the melodic songs of Love at First Sting, and metal fans will go for Balls to the Wall. Me, I'm gonna choose Balls to the Wall. I think it's just all killer. The songs are all heavy. Just really great album all throughout. Now, this is probably one of my favorite Accept albums of all time. Now, as of this recording, they have a new one coming out called Too Mean to Die. And this one comes out in a few days. I'm going to be reviewing that. Udo is no longer with the band, but the band made a comeback in 2010 with a new vocalist. And those later day Accept albums, I mean, they're all killer. They're really heavy. I'm going to be doing an Accepted ranking a year later after the new album comes out. And you're going to see that the new albums are going to be ranking very high. So let me know, which album do you like better? Was it Balls to the Wall or Love at First Sting? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I upload pretty much every day. I do rock and metal reviews and many other things. So check out my other videos. I'm going to link them at the end of the video. And I will see you in the next one.